Welcome to Live with Kenny and Vinny. I'm your host, Kenny McGraw.
And I'm Vinny DiStefano. We have an awesome show lined up for you this evening, tonight, Tuesday, February 16th, 2010.
That's right, Vin. Tonight in the studio we have the one and only Kid Delicious, and his story is one that you won't be forgetting anytime soon.
Especially since his life story was recently sold to Hollywood, and in 2004 he was ranked #1 in the world in the game of pool.
That's right, billiards. Live with Kenny and Vinny. We'll be right back after these commercials.
And I'm Tom Niverson with Silverton Farms, and you're watching Tom's River TV.
All right, and welcome back to Live with Kenny and Vinny. Tonight's show is sponsored by Main Street Foot and Ankle, 618 Main Street, downtown Toms River, and their number is 732-349-0114. And as always, we're taking live calls throughout the night. If you want to ask a question to me, Vin, or Kid Delicious himself, just please call the number that's going to be at the bottom of your screen. But right now, we're going to go to everyone's favorite segment, the Italian Word of the Week. Vin, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Ken. The Italian word of the week for today is gabagool. Now, this is a spicy deli meat. It could be used in a sandwich. You could eat it by itself. You could eat it with mozzarella. Now, if you want to use it in a sentence, it turns into, "Oh, who ate all the gabagool?" And that's the Italian word of the week. Back to you, Ken.
Thanks, Vin. My mouth is watering already thinking about that spicy meat. So anyway, right now we have a caller on the line. Caller, you still there?
You there? You're live on the air.
Oh.
Who's this?
Who's this?
It's Kenny and Vinny.
Oh, what up?
Oh, what up, man?
Is this Dan Hudak?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan
Dan,
Hudak.
how you doing?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
What are you doing? I don't talk to you for a couple of weeks. You next thing I know, you got a show.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're tuning in.
Big things, huh?
Yeah, you got to come on one day and do one of your impressions.
I would love to, but you don't got a spot for me. It's all good. Never forget,
All right, Hudak. Well, we want to thank you so much for calling in. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, good luck with the show, guys.
All right, thanks so much.
Man. All right. Well,
Dan
Hudak, everybody. But right now, let's go into one of our little short videos that we made especially for tonight. Now, this video features something called the honk wave. Vin, please explain to everybody what the honk wave is.
All right, the honk wave is a very technical art. It involves driving down the road and spotting that innocent bystander, and give him the honk. But there's a special way to perform this action. You got to give him the, and then you got to give them the. You can't flail the hand. You can't flail. They won't fall for that. So you got to extend your arm, as if you're reaching for a long lost friend, and they'll fall for it every single time. So let's go right to this video, and we'll show you what it's all about.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're live.
All right.
And welcome back then.
Can you see it? This is the dance break of the week. And we are sponsored by Main Street Foot and Ankle, 618 Main Street, downtown Toms River. We're having some technical difficulties. 732-349-0114. That's the number for
Right,
them.
you gotta call them.
And tonight on the show, we're just going to show you a dance break.
A little dance break of the week, a little exercise. If you guys are at home right now, get up and dance.
that's enough of that.
Woo! That's right. Oh, that's right.
Oh, God, I'm sweaty
We
now.
love to dance. We love to dance. It's one of our favorite things to do in the world.
You've been clubbing before, right?
Yeah, I've been clubbing. Clubbing all over.
Why do I even have to ask that?
I don't know. Are you serious?
I know, right?
Second time drinking my water tonight for the viewers at home that are counting.
Yeah, Ken has a problem with drinking his water. I think I might have seriously messed up my computer with a mic smashed on it 17 times.
It's fine, you know, it's just technology. It's
Yeah.
cheap nowadays.
But anyway, we're going to move right on to our guest for the evening.
That's right.
His name is Danny Basovich, but you might know him by his nickname.
Kid Delicious, also known as the last great American pool hustler. He had a 10-page feature in the second biggest Sports Illustrated, the Super Bowl issue. He was formerly ranked number 1 in the world in 2004. He's a subject of a book, Running the Table, and he may be a household name because there's talks that they're making a Hollywood movie about him. And let's bring him out right now. This is Kid Delicious himself, Danny Basovich.
How you doing, guys? What's going on?
How's everything,
Thank you so much
Dan?
for being on the show
No
tonight.
problem.
Yeah, we can't
My
thank you
pleasure.
enough.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
We heard you had quite the day. You know, all over the place, riding all over the state, right?
Yeah, sure. I've been very busy these days, you know,
Yeah, I bet.
running around and up north, you know, up in Edison, New Jersey. I've been opened a little lesson parlor where I've been giving a lot of lessons and getting training for some future pro events coming up this year.
Wow, that's great. So let me start with the first question. When did you first realize that pool was your passion?
Well, I'll tell you when I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and I moved to New Jersey when I was about 10 years old, and pool opened up in my house at about 12 years old, about a bicycle ride away in Manalapan, New Jersey, and I started going in there, and it was the happiest thing I could ever do. You know, I enjoyed it right at the first minute. I was in love with it, and I got along with everybody really well, and it just made me feel so good.
That's right. Now, you're called the last great American pool hustler. How'd you get into hustling pool?
It's a very long story, but we'll make it as short as we could.
No, you know what? Tell it to the viewers. I'm sure they want to hear.
Know.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I was practicing over 10 hours a day since I was about 13 years old. I love pool, and I got very fortunate to play with a lot of local professionals in New Jersey, and they had a lot of local tournaments. And I started playing with a guy named Neptune Joe Frady, who was a top local professional right here in Toms River. He resides. And after a couple of years of playing with him and learning all his tricks, I was playing about one of the best players in the world, but only locally. And nobody out of the New Jersey really knew who I was. You know, I was very young.
Right.
And all them guys, they told me I should travel the country, you know, get some experience, you know, play all the top players all over. And there's also a lot of money to be won on top of that.
I hear you. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's a dream come true. And it's just amazing. I mean, with the experience I got, and I got really lucky in the beginning of my road travels. I met this guy, which in the book, in my book, they call him 007. His name is Greg Smith. He's from Chicago, Illinois. He actually traveled the country with many other professionals, and he had a book that's like the size of a couple telephone pages, and he kept notes, and he traveled with other professionals all over the United States, and he had information like where the pool player lives, what pool room he plays at, every little town, Warsaw, Indiana, go to Joe's Billiards, and Mark the Shark is there, and he plays 100 a game, and Triangle Joe is there, and he plays 50 a game, and he had all the information. And when I was young, I didn't know what I was doing, and this guy really helped point me in the right direction.